streaming. 4 minutes until we begin. Boy, is that fun. Like a 5-second delay. Maybe more than that. It's like a 10-second delay. Man, that's fun. We're pulling in people. Oh, hey, I might want to do my CP. Whoopsie daisies. What are we listening to? What is their name? I don't know the band's name. How do I not know? Oh, Men at Work, duh. That was kind of dumb of me. Men at Work, Down Under. Yeah, we're starting off great. Business as usual, Q, and then we're doing a little bit of Prince. Did I spell Prince right? P-R-I-N-C-E, yeah, okay. Little Red Corvette. Love that song. No, I want it by the original Prince. There it is. Cool. And then after that is gonna be Baba O'Reilly. Nice. How much time they got? Yeah, they still got time. Ow. Hello.
So do they pre-record whatever they do out there and then come in here? How does that work?
So basically what I do is they come in here, they say hi, then they go out and they can practice if they want. Then they have an interview, and then they go back out and they can practice. Then they perform, and then they come back in here, or they tear down, whatever, come back in here, do another interview, finish tearing down, then they just come in here and say goodbye. So it's like a back and forth kind of thing, and it's like maybe not the best way to do it, but it's just the way I do it. Yeah, come in. You guys can take up these three. One of you are gonna have to share a mic, so.
Hey, I'll take the far boy.
Alrighty.
Chris, were you the yellow boy?
I was the yellow boy.
You're the yellow boy.
Thanks.
Eat.
We got about a minute till we start.
Cool.
Do we put these on?
You can. You don't have to. I'll like point to you whenever you.
You guys go.
Only the cool kids.
This is my favorite song.
This one right now?
Yeah.
Yeah?
No. I don't know where you got that idea.
I don't know. I wasn't really paying attention, so. Alright, like 30 seconds. And then
29.
you'll seriously just say hi. So, like, don't be too like, we're going to talk. It's not really going to be that intense. It's mainly just going to be like, hello. And you sort of leave. Let me position this. You're being live streamed to YouTube as well. So if you want to share that or not, I don't know. It's up to you. Let's see. Okay. 10, 9.
Yeah, you got 10 seconds to check it, Len.
Tagging us.
4, 3, 2, and 1.
Starting up live from A306.exe. Installing host dexterzile.humn.
Live from inside room A306, the Berkeley Internet Radio Network studio, I am your host, Dexter Zile, and I'm here with my guest artist voting yes.
Hello.
So nice to have you guys. I cannot wait to hear you perform. It's going to be awesome. I heard you beforehand a little bit. I'm excited for what's going to
That was us, yeah.
We didn't hear ourselves.
Anyway, we got some great music coming up for you guys. Stay right here. You know what I just realized? I did not press my mic to turn on. I got y'all. I didn't get me.
So everything was just hello. That's all.
Basically.
We didn't. We had earplugs. So you didn't get my joke.
It's all good though.
Then I said that was us.
All right, well.
Almost better that way.
You can go practice if you want, or you can chill in here.
What are you gonna
I
play?
think we should play purple.
We should play purple one.
Yeah.
Cool.
Land Down Under. All right, I'm leaving.
What?
Yeah, that'll happen a lot. Stuff just doesn't go right.
Yeah.
Like last time I was in here, I had my friend Joy in here, and she, she's just over there, and I was like, I'm getting all set up, and so I don't buy everything that I do. I just use Apple Music, and I find something that rips it for me. I don't recommend doing that, but I also have no money, so I kind of gotta do what I can. And so what I do is I have it rip that, and I guess it didn't rip it right because I had all of these and I drag them in and they were like sped up, times 5. And they're all like 30 seconds wrong.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh gosh. So backup plan always is that.
Yeah.
Which was terrifying because it had like 10% and it had to last the whole time. It did, but I mean, always have a backup plan. And if it's like, you don't have any music to play, just run out there, grab a CD, put something in. But yeah, stuff always doesn't work. So
For sure.
just like when it happens, like I know a lot of people get like terrified and then they stop and they're like, just don't stop. Just like if something happens, just keep going, because no one will care. If you think that there wasn't an accident, if you believe that yourself, then people will be like, oh no, it's just me. Yeah, it's like a couple times I will forget to turn on battery because I shut it off for their performances, or at least whenever they're in here. That way, in case, I don't want to do that. But I'll shut it off. So like a couple times I forgot to turn it on, and I like pressed a button, and then I was like, I don't hear anything, and then I pressed that, and it was like right in the middle of it, and I was like,
burn.
Yeah, exactly. So I mean, most people, when they do something wrong, they're like, oh no, we did something wrong. Oh, I'm so sorry, guys. Just don't say it, because they're not gonna know.
Yeah, totally.
You probably already know that. Just reiterating.
Yeah, reiterating.
Yeah.
That's a good thing to do.
The guy that I observed, he originally told me to find a day or a time for your show that's going to work no matter what your schedule, because if you want to keep doing this, or if you're just doing this for that, either way, like if you really want your show to be solidified, find a time that works no matter what your schedule. You said weekends are great, but like if you're never going to take a class after like 7 o'clock, just go after that. Yeah, like I switched it to Friday because now that I don't have to take ear training or harmony, my Fridays are open, so I don't take classes on Friday. Yeah. So I have all day to get ready for this thing, which it really does take all day. What's next? Oh, Pablo O'Reilly. But again, you have anything you want to ask, feel free. This is the Who.
Yeah, and you just play in your playlists on Apple Music.
Yeah, I put my playlist on there, so that way whenever I'm, ready to go, and I'm here, I can put. People probably think I'm talking to them. I put everything on that, and that way I can scroll through it. See, I always think that I'm clipping, but that's just like what Prince always liked. So I'm like, I'm clipping, and then it's just Prince.
It's just Prince.
It's one of these. Who's last? What's next after that? Big Audio Dynamite. There they are. With Rush. The Globe. Nice. But yeah. There we go. So like, what kind of show do you want to do?
I'm not sure. I've the unique responsibility, I feel like, to do something that showcases like bluegrass music.
Okay.
Because I play a lot of that music, and that's like my background and where I come from.
Right.
Even though I very rarely like listen to that or think about it, but I just don't think that anybody does a show that has that in it.
Yeah, I don't think so.
So
I mean,
I feel responsible.
Yeah, well, a bluegrass show would be awesome.
Yeah.
I remember every Monday night, whenever I go to sleep, I always went to sleep to the radio, and this radio station every Monday night would play bluegrass.
Huh.
I loved it.
Awesome.
So great. So that's awesome that you're gonna do that. You have a show name and everything?
No, I'm not sure.
No?
I'm not sure. I'm keeping
Yeah,
it
you're
slow.
working on
Keeping
it.
slow.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I'll come up with something.
All right.
The grass is bluer on the other side.
It's a name in progress. It's a work in progress.
Yeah.
But I'm trying to become like Burns' solidified.
Live thing. Or what?
I mean, yeah, that'd be fun. But like, I'm trying to become their like Photoshop person because they had someone working for them.
Okay.
But I mean, like from what I've heard, she took forever to get back from people, and it was like. Now, I don't mean to like...
So you'd create logos,
show stuff, like, you know, your show stuff. Like, if you wanted me to make you a show poster, I would do that. So, like, anything like that.
You'd be hired by the Burn.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, if they just gave me just a couple hours a week just where I could sit down and do that stuff and actually get paid for it, man, that'd be nice.
It's super valuable.
Exactly. But I think for now, I'm going to have to just do it for free. And then they'll be like, "Oh yeah, no, you're good. Let's take you in." But right, but yeah. Let me know if you want any show work. And
Yes,
I
sir.
can get that done for you.
Because I do video stuff, but I haven't done enough this photo stuff.
Yeah.
I've done a little, but like
dabbled.
I dabbled, but I wouldn't trust myself to make anything good looking. You know what I mean?
No, I got you. They sound good.
Them out there.
Yeah.
Huh.
They sound great.
Interesting.
Back to Prince. Big idea, Dynamite.
What does that run on?
What?
Where is that on here? Them.
Oh, them? The 5A. Yeah, I know. When you do your training session, they always will like tell you what this stuff is, but then most people are like, I don't know what that does.
Yeah.
Because most people don't use that live room, but that's what that is.
Okay.
Oh, this is a long fade out.
Yeah, it is.
Just cut that in half. I'll go in when it's the last song. Tell them. What's after Big Idea? Dynamite, Mr. Window, Arrested Development. I like to, when I'm doing this, because I have a lot of moving parts. I always like to have two ahead.
Yeah.
So
totally.
Yeah, just in case it's like, oh shit, what am I playing? What am I playing?
Yeah. Yeah. I tend to almost make my playlist on Spinatron.
Right. Yeah, and it's great, and I know that there's like a way that you can do that. Like
and just like faster.
Yeah, yeah.
Drag in.
Like there's a way that you can.
I haven't tried that yet.
Have like playlists, and then you can make new, and then you can like schedule
one
when it's gonna be, and then it just all shows up. And you just press Q, and I'm like, man, that'd be nice.
That'd be nice.
I just don't know how to use it. I might dabble with it.
Yeah, I might have to look into Spinatron.
Yeah, Spinatron can definitely be a useful tool, which is nice. Kind of what you'd want it to be.
Yeah, tools are always better when they're useful.
Right? Like whenever people know how to use Pro Tools, that's nice.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
Pro Tools is fun.
The other day I was in my mentoring session, and no one showed up to it. It was just me and the two mentors. And so they were like, well, what do you want to do? I was like, I don't know, I'll do anything. They're like, well, we're bored. We want to make a trap beat, engineer a trap beat, go. And I was like, what? Well, what do you want in it? And the guy's like, well, I'm gonna play piano, he's gonna sing. I'm like, okay, well, how do you want me to mic it? And he's like, I don't know, you're the engineer. I'm like, oh shit, okay. it was like so much different, because if it was like an actual person who was rapping and stuff, I'd be like, okay, I'll just set up whatever, they don't know, but like they know, and so I'm like, oh shit, am I doing this wrong? But yeah, they did that, and then they spent like 40 minutes talking to me about all the Pro Tools shortcuts that they knew. I think it was just like a showing off thing for them, like, look at what we can do. But man, talk about zooming around in Pro Tools. Yeah, they were zooming. Yeah, they were great. It was awesome. This is your first semester in MPD, right?
Second.
Second?
Kind of. I was in Valencia last semester.
Gotcha.
So I took half of the they don't offer any MP&E courses in Valencia.
Really?
No, none of them.
Damn.
But you can take critical listening and production analysis online.
Right.
So I took those online.
So you're taking audio tech and audio
now
MIDI.
I'm finishing the second half of
the
first semester.
I can't believe they don't offer any there.
Yeah.
That's pretty good.
Kind of screwed me over a little bit. In terms of like scheduling for the rest
of
the
yeah.
Whatever, but it'll be alright.
I was always told that they had a lot of music production stuff there.
Yeah, I was too.
And they just straight up.
So it's you can complete the music tech minor in a semester, which is different.
Yeah.
But you can't get. There's no MP&E. None of those courses.
Right.
Are there? Yeah.
Dang. I should probably tell a couple people that, because they're like, can't wait to go to Valencia, do an MP&E, and now it's like, no.
Yeah. They kind of make it really difficult.
Am I coming here?
Yeah.
Wow, I'm in here now.
Yeah, you are. Very proud of you. We've got like...
You're playing Bob O'Reilly?
I am playing Bob O'Reilly. I think we got 2 more songs, so...
After this one?
Yeah. So if you guys want to come in and chill, be my guest.
Well, okay.
Look at all y'all's chairs.
I don't care. I think it's just me.
Well, if they don't, well, never mind. They'll be here. Oh, man. Where'd you go? Yeah. Wow.
I know, right?
That's amazing.
Isn't it?
Just wait till disaster strikes.
Believe me, she's way too modest.
Well, I just got the sketchbook. Sorry, I could sketch.
So it's like at the beginning?
Yeah.
Wow, that's such a nice sketchbook. With the brown pages. Oh, sorry, they're not brown.
So this is what radio people do. They just hang out.
We just sit there.
Yeah.
Plays, and then you're like, that was Bob O'Reilly. By the Who.
Exactly. Sort of just let songs
You got
go.
it. That's the whole thing.
Yeah.
That's all we get.
That seems like a good job.
I know.
It's not
Honestly,
like we get paid, but.
well, I mean, like, if we got out of this and someone was like, hey, you did radio at Berkeley, you want to do radio now? I'd be like, that'd be a great side gig. You know, like, go around and gig during the day. Or, no, do radio shows during the day, gig around at night.
Yeah.
It'd be nice.
I'd love that.
Oh, darn it. I was one hit too late.
Ugh.
Can I hear you? No.
You can. Do you want to hear them?
Yeah.
Put on their headphones.
They won't be able to hear you.
Hey, can you hear me?
No.
They can't hear you.
I can hear. What? I can hear. I can hear you.
They're so confused.
I think they think we're supposed to be in here. No, you don't have to come in here. You're good. Just stay there. Do whatever you want. No.
I find it funny whenever you're like talking.
Up or down what? No.
I find it funny like when you're talking to somebody from like a distance, you still like whisper a little bit.
Yeah.
Like you know you're not talking to them, but for you, you're like.
For you.
But like, what do you do? You still say it yourself. It's kind of funny.
Yeah, it's stupid.
It is a little stupid. I mean, but we all do it, so we're all stupid, really.
Yeah.
We're all stupid people. That's
We're all
fine.
stupid, really.
Exactly. We're all just a little bit dumb. Some people more than others. Oh, clipping. That's also why I like using Tractor. I know a lot of people who like to just use like the aux cable and play straight off their laptop, but it's like,
I would like to do that.
what's the point of being here then?
Yeah.
You could just go home and do that. This is like DJing, you know, like
Yeah.
fades. And
I like having the buttons and the fader.
right, like the touch stuff. It's fun. It's like, this is why I'm here, is to touch things and make things, make noises.
Sound cool.
Exactly. I know, who's the kid who does Electric Odyssey? His name is Brian.
I don't know, man.
He's a EPD kid, so like this stuff is like what his major is.
Mm-hmm.
His transitions are godly.
Yeah.
I listen to his stuff just because it just flows
That's cool.
so well. He doesn't even use these computers. He has it. I mean, he does use the aux, but that's because he has like
has, like, the
turntables
program.
and stuff. Yeah, so like. I wish he could use this somehow, but like, you know, all of his default presets are saved in his computer.
Mm-hmm.
It just kind of sucks that he can't have a better, higher quality outlet than the aux on his computer.
Yeah, it has to go through a crappy little
Exactly.
converter.
So I kind of feel bad, but it'll be alright. I
They still
played
haven't
this.
fixed that. You played.
I
for
played
what?
this because it has the same. It has the arpeggiator from Baba O'Reilly in it.
Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll play it again. They should, like towards the end, and that's why I played it because I was like, oh yeah, it has the arpeggiator on it. No, not yet. It'll get there. It'll get there. Where's it at? There it is. At least I hope it plays it again. I guess not. But it does. Take my word for it.
This is the second to last song still?
Yeah, the last song is coming up next.
That seems to make sense. If this is the
Typically.
second
I
to
mean,
last one.
sometimes, I don't know.
What's the last song?
Mr. Wendell,
By whom?
Arrested Development. Never heard of him?
A band called Arrested Development?
Yeah.
Not the show. Yeah.
I love the show though. The show's great.
What's this?
This is Rush by Big Audio Dynamite 2.
Not the band Rush.
No, not the band Rush.
Man, there's a lot of confusing things in here.
I know.
Well, I figured it probably wasn't them.
Go ahead.
Love this song.
Good night.
I'll see ya.
Bonne nuit. And then after that will be Melissa. Nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. Melissa Fine. What's the song? Stop talking. Man with no clothes, no money, no ways, Mr. Window. That's his name. No one ever knew his name because he's an old one. Never thought twice about thinking on an old one until I got the chance to really get to know one.
Yeah.
Only missing charity.
If you go over
Lions and Jews.
stick with the white colored
All the
pencil.
money on big colleges. Still, most of y'all come out confused.
It does a little bit, but it doesn't go white. So if I want a highlight, which is just straight up white, I use the white just to blend the colors.
That's a fish.
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Good job, Tommy. You want a piece of cake? Are you gonna like just draw the fish, or are you gonna draw more than the fish?
Just gonna draw the fish. What else did I draw?
Another friend for the fish. Two fish.
No,
Red fish, blue fish.
it's 2 in 1. Red
There are
fish
two?
and blue fish.
You're right. Purple
Some-
fish.
Purple fish. A man, a human, and fish. My mom originally saw them play this live, and like this is written about a homeless dude, and in the concert they came out, and Mr. Wendell was like walking on stage. I mean, like he didn't look homeless because you know they helped him. But, like, still. All right, I'm gonna tell you that 2 minutes.
So like when did you get into music?
Ooh. When I was 4 years old, my dad started taking me to these bluegrass and country jam sessions.
Do you want me to get you a chair too? Let them use that.
I can just stare.
All right, that's fine. I mean, they're not gonna talk forever.
Yeah.
Unless they do.
I mean,
Unless they do.
and I don't know if at some point they want me in there. They don't need me. But they're doing real well.
Exactly.
Wait, it's Jimmy Eats World? It's Jimmy Eats World.
Jimmy Eats World. Yeah, that's
Jimmy Eats World.
Jimmy Eats World.
Jimmy just done ate the whole goddamn world.
Gosh darn it, Jimmy. I still got the cue. Okay. Do you guys know 80s movies?
Kinda.
Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Do you want to do you know the Blues Brothers?
Not really.
Breakfast Club? Obviously.
Better than old.
Vaguely.
Yeah.
The Goonies?
Nah.
Stand By Me? Scarface? Back to the Future?
I've seen
Back to the
Scarface.
Future.
And I've seen
Yeah, Back to the Future and Breakfast Club. I've seen.
All right, we'll do Back to the Future then.
I don't like Back to the Future.
All right, well, you want to do Scarface?
I don't care.
All right.
In what capacity are we reenacting the movie?
No, it's just
Saying
it's
no
just
script?
it's just the intro for
Oh.
going in and out of music and stuff like that. So it's not like it's gonna be graded or something. Like that.
You
It's
just do
like the
Scarface or
entire
Back to the
Man, that'd be horrible.
Our headphones are crossed.
Oh, Jesus.
Cross streams.
I'll actually turn my mic on this time. I don't know.
I saw that movie before.
Yeah.
Listening.
Which one?
Scarface.
Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Dexter Zile, and you are not, and I'm here with my guest artist, voting yes.
Hello.
Hello.
Yes.
Turn you guys up so everyone can hear you, because you're
Hello.
talk more direct into the mic so
Sure.
we can hear you.
Hi, Mike.
There you go.
Sharing this.
So why don't we start out with you guys just telling me about you, what you do, who you are.
Sure.
Like individually, or
I mean,
as a
if you
collective?
want to all take an individual essay
Yeah,
kind of
so it
thing.
was December 15th, 1995. And Newton Wellesley Hospital, 9 pounds 9 ounces. That's all true.
You know all that?
Room 256, I think.
I'm
Jeez.
just gonna hit the brakes on this now.
Down to
Record it,
the
use the video
team.
there.
Stop this. Yeah.
And then my third day of life.
No, but we're an alternative rock band from
Yeah.
Boston, and
Awesome.
we got our start here at Berkeley. This is how we all met each other.
We're all from
And,
Massachusetts, but we didn't know
yeah,
each
Oh,
other.
coincidentally.
Yeah, somehow.
I remember reading that when you did the forum. You said you all were from Massachusetts, but
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
met each other at Berkeley. That's cool.
Disparate parts of Massachusetts.
Right. So,
But,
like,
yeah.
you know, what are your names? What do you play?
Jeff's name is Jeff.
I'm Jeff. I'm Jeff's name, Jeff.
Beautiful.
I'm Robin. I play the drums.
And I play guitar. I forgot to say that. This is Jeff, by the way.
I'm Len. I play guitar and sing and look like a fool.
I'm Chris. I play bass, and I also sing sometimes. Very rare occasion, though.
All right. Are we going to get that rare occasion tonight? Or?
We are.
Will?
Oh,
It's
awesome.
actually not that rare.
It's
like,
not that rare.
it's
It's
expanding.
not. It's ever expanding.
Okay. You're warming up to it more.
I'm honestly, I'm learning.
All right. Well, hey, you know, that's the best thing to do. Just learn on the job, in the field. But how did you all end up meeting?
It was like,
That's a long story.
Len and I met.
yeah, I was kind of like the gravitational. I
The
met
force in the
Chris
sand.
and I were in the same like peer advising group freshman year, and it was just like fate kind of kept pushing us together. We just ran into each other at a bunch of places, and
bunch of
eventually
places.
we just kind of became friends,
Friends.
without really. It wasn't like we ever were like, "Hey, would you like to be friends?" and like shook
Yeah.
on it, you know.
No.
But
It was just, we just kind of
Friends?
yeah,
it
and then,
established it slowly.
Right.
I met Rob in the CAF one time because he was making fun of how classical music always has very square rhythmic patterns, and I was like, "Oh, it's time for me to show off my knowledge." And I was like, "Well, not in Stravinsky." And then Rob was like, "Oh yeah, not in Stravinsky or Bartok." And then I was like, "All right, he dropped a name too, so he's worthy
in
of
the
being
know.
in my company." And then
We
Jeff,
both love classical music.
we
by the
do,
way.
yeah, we're both comp majors.
Jeff and I met at 5 Week.
Yeah.
A very, very long time ago.
Wow.
What, 2014?
God.
Something
Whoa.
like that.
5
I think it was
years.
14.
Yeah, wow.
But
What a waste
we
of time.
didn't.
Stupid degree.
we didn't really like
Yeah.
stay in contact, but we recognized, or he recognized me more.
Yeah.
I didn't remember meeting him.
I'm very
Oh, wow.
forgettable.
But he no stop. No, but he reminded me, and I kind of remembered. But
I don't remember any of these guys.
It's my first day on the job.
Yeah, these people are completely foreign to me.
Still are in a way.
Well, I mean, that's good, you know, keep an air of mystery about yourselves.
Always surprises.
Exactly, exactly.
Wild card.
So, how do you guys write your own music? You know, how do you write the originals? Who brings them to the band? It's like,
Well,
hey.
me and Len have kind of gone through iterations of projects for a while because we've always wanted to kind of write together.
Right.
And we've always wanted to have a band, and we just needed like the right people, and we finally found that.
We knew Jeff and Rob for like a while, and then one day we were just like in a practice room working on something, and I was just like, "Hey, we should ask Jeff and Rob to
To be in our band, yeah.
Let's say yes." But in terms of writing, we always, all four of us have brought in songs.
Yeah.
Awesome.
But what we do usually is just like one person kind of writes the whole thing. Sometimes not lyrics or things, but and then we bring it to the rest of the band and like kind of workshop it together, and we all tend to write our own parts for the most part.
Awesome.
I use the word part twice.
That's fine. Redundancies are great.
Underrated.
When used precisely.
theme.
So the name Voting Yes, how did that come about?
Oh God.
It comes. Do you know the Death Cab for
Well,
Cutie album? We have the facts and we're voting yes. It's an
like
album that
their
exists.
early
And
ones.
me and Kristen like it. And
I've never heard it.
I've never heard a single
I never even
song.
heard
Rob's
a
a
song.
huge
I think
fan.
we covered one once, but I still haven't heard it.
No, that was from Plans.
That was from
We
Plans.
covered
Okay,
Brothers.
well, I still haven't heard that song.
Yeah, but we wanted to like have our name be like some reference to that album, but it's really long and kind of a bad name, and it doesn't really fit the album at all either.
Kind of like our current name. Just kidding.
And then we were gonna name ourselves after like an individual song from it, and at one time it was like there's a song on that album called Little Fury Bugs.
yeah.
We were gonna maybe name our band.
We were originally
Bugs.
Fury
I didn't know that
Yeah.
that was where that came from.
Yeah, and we were like, that's
We
a
kind of
stupid
soured
name.
on it, yeah.
And then we were like, why don't? At first, the first thing that occurred to us was maybe we have the facts,
Yeah.
and then we were like, no, the obvious choice is.
Yeah.
Voting
Well,
yes.
no, because we were walking from my apartment. I remember this
Yeah.
very specifically.
Were we all there?
walking from my
No,
apartment.
you weren't there.
Oh,
Rob.
okay.
You were
I
not
was
there.
Not there.
Um,
That's good because I don't
And-
remember it.
and we were like thinking about band names. I think it was like we did like an acoustic practice for our first gig or something, and we were thinking, and we were like, oh, well, we want it to be from this album, so why not? We have the facts, and we're like, that
That sounds
doesn't
terrible.
sound awesome. And Len was like, what about voting yes? And
Then
there it was.
That was it. Yeah.
yeah,
So you all voted yes on
We did.
Voting
Yeah,
Yes?
we made that joke
I
back
don't know
then
if we
too.
have.
I bet. I feel like that was like an obvious joke that
Oh, yeah.
probably just shouldn't have said. Probably just kind of should have kept.
no,
with
you
press.
have to.
Right.
It's kind, you're
Every
kind of
time
obligated.
The joke pops into my mind, it has to be made.
If you don't said it, we would have been concerned.
All right. Well, I'm glad that I got it out then. That's awesome though. I can't wait to hear you guys perform. And speaking of performing, why don't we get back to the music with a little bit of Alan Stone? I just heard this song today, so I hope I like it.
Oh, we can't
With
just
the
keep
shit.
talking. We have to go play.
Yeah, I'm gonna make
We
you.
can discuss the new Star Wars.
We'll do that. We'll do that after you perform. Because keep that in your mind. 'cause that sounds like a great conversation. That was awesome, guys.
That's our first interview.
Yeah, that was our first.
That
one.
was-
Really, you nailed it.
All right,
Honestly.
thanks.
That's because we're stupid.
I wouldn't say stupid.
We're not afraid to be stupid.
Yeah, there you go. That's what I like it.
Stupid.
That's not stupid. So now you play 5 more songs?
Yep, and then you guys perform.
Awesome.
Yeah.
So I was wrong when I texted people. I was like, hey, we're going to go on soon. Well, I guess we did. It was just our
Relatively
voices.
soon.
Right. You performed with your voices.
Yeah,
It was our
performance
avant-garde
of
piece.
the sort.
Yeah, I would say so. Interviews are always a performance.
Yeah.
What do most interviews go like?
Well, It depends. Sometimes I just have one person in here. Those are sometimes very awkward. Because, like, the person, like, you know, you guys have each other to bounce off of. They're just like, so, like, I'm like a...
I wrote this song.
Yeah, exactly. And they
I wrote
just...
this song because, like, I went through, like, a breakup.
Exactly. So it's like, it's nice to have a group of people in here that, like, you know, if someone says something, they're like, oh yeah, and then you just go back and forth. I always find it hard.
They're like, oh yeah, you did write that song about a breakup.
I remember her.
Exactly. But you know, it's always great to have bands in here. Definitely. Super.
We said our Berkeley degrees were used.
and then
hilarious.
Wait, was it news? I said that. Yeah. And then I was like, yeah.
Yeah,
I said no very quietly.
No, it was all me because I also said what a waste of time. I brought it all up.
What semester are you guys?
I finished.
Yeah, Jeff
Yeah,
and I are
Really?
graduating
Yeah, Robin
in
and
4
graduating.
weeks, and they are both alum.
Awesome. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
You might have seen us on the notable alumni.
No, you didn't. No, you didn't.
You might have. I mean, probably not, but you might
We're
have.
both going to Boston Conservatory for our masters in the fall.
Yeah.
too.
Oh, awesome. That's really cool.
Still be here.
We are still kicking around in the same fishbowl.
What am I playing? I'm like trying
Is
to
that
find
a reference to an Elliott Smith lyric?
It wasn't intentional. Maybe.
I feel like I've heard him say something like that.
Yeah, sounds like an Elliott Smithy phrase.
You're right?
Yeah.
Right? I think there's
I'm getting
something about
the
it.
vague recollections.
It's nice having a band who also wants to stay in here.
Yeah.
Because most of them are like interview, okay, they like come in, they sit down, they barely talk. Typically the lead singer does all of the talking, and they're all just sort of like standing there. I'm like, you know, y'all can talk. And then, you know, I'm like, okay, and you're done. They're like, okay, bye. Jesus.
I want to talk.
I know. It's honestly, really, I can't wait for your second interview
It's
because like,
because I'm full of myself.
excited that there's another one.
well, like the first one is like I'm asking serious questions. Who are you guys? What do you play? The next one's
that
just
was
like
really
whatever you want to talk about.
boy.
Those are always the good ones.
Okay.
I like
We're
that.
about to
like
hear
August
some
or something.
serious Star
Wait, I don't
Wars
want
things.
I'm excited. I really am.
The Rob lecture about the development of form in the Beethoven piano.
I would actually love to do that. I could go for like probably 2 hours. Like that's not even a joke. Yeah. You guys want me
Please
to?
don't let him do that.
I don't know. I might have to cut you off at some point. Then.
Yeah, I mean, I'll try to condense it to an hour and a half.
All right. If you can get it down to that, maybe I'll let it
We're
slip.
talking about 11 hours.
Maybe an hour
of music.
25.
You can gloss over like sonatas 1 to 8.
No, I can't gloss over 1.
What's so important about 1?
It's an F minor.
What is? How does
It's
that make-
homotonal
Okay.
because no like major composer wrote sonatas in keys with more than 3
Yeah,
flats
that's
or
true.
sharps really
That's because
before
pianos weren't like
1795.
tuned to play in those keys.
Yeah.
We got a lot of
Keep going.
notifications.
Really?
Also,
Yeah.
the second theme is like practically
Lobster sauce.
in A flat minor, like it's
that?
Oh, yeah,
barely
that's
an A
weird.
flat major,
Because
and
that's in the pathetique too.
and then the development section of the last movement is like
And Charlie.
not a development. It's just like a. There's a million things. I can keep going.
They do this
You
for
can gloss over,
hours.
like 2 through 7.
I wouldn't want to gloss over 2 because it has the texture and
Oh my God.
the third movement that's like, kind of new. And it has like it makes fun of the operatic tradition in the last movement. There's like a leap of like a 13th downwards.
I'm really glad you love this stuff, Rob.
Why?
You found your calling.
You clearly just found your calling.
And then you can't skip over the third one because it's in E flat and the second movement is in C.
I really like that one. That one's like awesome.
Yeah, that one's pretty good. Wait, no, sorry, that's not the. Sorry, that's the fourth. Third.
That's what I thought.
Yeah.
Looks like my neck is photoshopped in this picture.
That's the one with like Willow's.
the
picture.
fourth.
I didn't realize, it looks like it's like
Slow
stretched.
movement.
It's also like the longest one besides Hammer Clavier.
That the slow
Yeah, the
movement
slow
of that
movement
is
is
like
awesome.
incredible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, the second movement is in C. So the third one is in. The third piano sonata is in
We've
C, but
opened
the
the
second
jar,
movement
guys.
is in E.
We
Oh, that
opened
was
that
also-
can of
That has a
worms.
really good slow.
Yeah.
We're never
I
getting
don't know
out.
which one I was thinking of when I thought the slow movement was really good.
Those are both good slow movements. I like the one that's in E better. This is the third sonata.
Alright,
So
let's
it's-
stop sucking all the air out of the room with classical music. This is a common occurrence.
It goes in waves.
Really?
Talk
That was
for
like a pretty
45
subdued
minutes,
one,
then they'll
too.
be like, "Oh, we probably shouldn't take up all the air in the room," and then they'll be fine for 15. Then they'll talk for another 45.
There's
Hourly
something to
thing.
say about all of them.
I'm sure there's a lot
Even
to
like
say.
18.
Hey, you got the passion, might as well.
18 is
Yeah,
the hunt.
they know
Yeah,
a
it
lot.
starts on
I
it
bet.
starts on a half
You don't
diminished
like that
chord. You know, I don't like it, but it starts on a half diminished chord.
What about 17? Isn't that one not that
17, no, 17 is great. That's the Tempest.
good? What's
That
the
also
other-
starts on the 5 chord.
Isn't there another? Is like 16 or 19 not that good? One of those.
Yeah, 19 and 20 are, because he wrote them when he was like 23 or something. Yeah, that's like the G.
Yeah, but he
minor
wrote the other
G
ones
major.
before that.
No,
Oh, are they out of order?
no. Number 1 is when he was 25.
Oh.
Maybe he was like 28.
So 19 and 20 are before number 1?
Yeah, they might be before number 1. They're early sonatas.
Wait,
but
how is that a
they were
thing?
published way later.
It's because they get published out of order.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like, also,
I
it's the
got
same
you.
thing with the string quartets. Like number 3 is actually number 1, and number
Yeah.
1 is actually number 3. Yeah. All the Schumann symphonies are out of order.
The second
Literally,
movement
like,
of the
I think
first
Schumann
piano
symphonies
sonata
are like the
you
order
wrote.
Yeah.
of them is like 1, 4.
It's always nice to know what.
The Mendelssohn is worse. The Mendelssohn is like, I
Don't
don't
do
think
that.
any of them are in the right spot.
Yeah.
if I remember
Pro tip.
correctly.
Yeah, at least Schumann number 1 is in the right spot. And then 4
Only
is
clipped a little bit.
the second
Fine.
one.
4 is the second one.
And then I think 2 is third.
2 is
and
third,
3
and 3 is last.
Yeah. They're all awesome.
No, stay. There you go.
Like even 1 is like sick.
I haven't heard one. That's not spring, is it?
Yeah, let's do this.
Oh, is that in C or B flat?
What is next?
2 is in C. 2
That's
is
weird
also-
that the spring symphony is in B flat.
Yeah, it's
I
not a
don't
very
guess.
springy key. 2 is probably
Gorillas out.
D is
maybe
a springy key.
like F is the most springy.
You just think that because of Beethoven 6.
Oh no, there's other things like that.
No, but Von Williams 5 and Brahms 2 are in D, and those are very springy, I feel like.
I feel like D is springy. I always think of D
really
as
This is a good
brighter.
example of backup plan.
I feel like D is
I
I feel like
green.
D is like
D is like
summery.
green for me.
D is like blue. It's like two blue. It's like
Yeah,
a clear
right.
blue summer sky.
So it's always nice to have this just here so I can be like, oh, yeah.
It's weird that Beethoven 9 is in D minor.
Yeah, it doesn't
really
feel
well.
like a D minor.
Yeah. I mean, you don't need an iPad.
What keys don't feel like they're in the
The new
key
one.
The
that they're
fancy
in?
schmancy one with
There's
the
like a
automatic.
good amount.
Yeah.
Like, really, like
Yeah.
Fantastic
It's so
doesn't feel like
nice.
it's in C minor
I
at all.
when
Yeah.
they
It's in
I
C
knew that they
major.
were announcing
The
it.
intros in
Is
C
this
minor.
that pro?
Yeah,
Is it the
that's-
pro one?
Yeah.
The theme is in C.
Like I
Yeah,
knew they
I
were
guess
announcing it back when I wanted to get
It's
one.
still, it doesn't really
like,
feel like it's in C
a
major.
year ago I wanted to get one because
Not re- the ending does.
I see using it. I'm like,
Yeah, I
wow,
guess.
that must be so nice to take a
Yeah.
notes. Which, by the way, yes, it is.
It is.
And
That I like this.
oh yeah, so
Like Tchaikovsky.
so good.
Does it?
Oh,
Are you big
Tchaikovsky
into, like,
5
that
doesn't
whole
feel like it's in
ecosystem
it.
anyway?
Yeah, I
minor.
mean,
Yeah,
I
it
got
feels like
watched
it's in,
their
Like the
pod.
notes thing. Do they just go up? To
Yeah,
the cloud
like
thing,
I
or-
have
Dvorak 9
I have
feels very D minor.
this.
It's all the same
That's like a
notes.
really minor piece.
Well, I don't know
Or
where it
you use
is.
a note-taking app.
Yeah, I use an app.
Dvorak?
It's called
Or
Notability.
Notability, yeah.
Yeah, and it's like
And he's like the composer
Really
that
good
got me
stuff.
into
I love
concert music.
Dvorak.
I love him too, but he's like so
loud there,
not as
man.
good as he like. He's programmed like
a little bit
10
of clipping's
times more
fine.
than
I
he
mean,
should.
this thing is limited to
Like
hell.
Schumann is way better than Dvorak.
I don't
He
know.
gets played
It'll
way
be
less.
great.
Schumann doesn't have as much like orchestral.
But yeah, no, that
Yeah, and
thing,
he wasn't as
I
good.
knew it was coming out, and I wanted to get an
His
iPad Pro,
orchestration was
and I was like, you need to not buy it yet because it's gonna come out. And then
Gave up
And
on it.
October, they were like, yep,
Yeah.
here it is. Like, knew it.
and the
I went
winds
and
are
I bought
like.
it the day it was available.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It was good stuff. I've been like
great.
saving up that whole time.
I love
Your
it.
head peaks.
Please.
Schumann cello concerto.
What? Really?
Yeah, I talk about that piece all the time.
The Schumann cello concerto.
Yeah.
No one plays that.
No, it's not done at all. but
They're doing a Saint Sun's cello concerto at BSN next
I
year.
didn't even know he had one.
He has 2, I think.
Delicious and piping
Janacek
hot in only
is better
3
than
microwave minutes.
He should be the big Czech composer.
I don't like not being able to see
Who else is Czech?
Yeah.
the waves. 30 packages of frosted delights.
Is there must be like a D tier guy.
I like
Yeah,
that.
there's like probably a bunch, but I don't know.
Tosig.
Never heard that word before.
That word.
It's like when Dennis on like the first day of class, he's like, "Do you know?"
I always think to myself, I'm like, it'd be so nice to have someone
I know
working
about
that, and then
Bretzberger?
I
Who is
do
that?
this.
No, when he just you don't know.
it'd be nice to have 2 people.
What?
but,
Just
like,
Beethoven's counterpoint teacher.
Like
one
some
wants
sort
to-
of.
Oh.
No, but when Dennis is like, if
Like
you
a-
want
yeah,
someone
like a
to
moving
sing
one, so I
in
can
the
like
in
follow and
1800,
stuff.
who is the
Like
greatest
fingers.
composer?
Exactly.
I'm gonna say
that'd be
Louis
nice.
Spohr.
Yeah,
Oh,
you
well.
Beethoven.
I typically keep it
Roth.
because like they always see me.
Albert. Albrecht's Burger. I was like really laughing a lot when he said
Chicken.
that. Albrecht's Burger.
That's like one of the funniest composers.
Oh yeah.
The funniest.
It's right there with Dittersdorf.
Carl Ditters von
Dittersdorf.
Dittersdorf and Engelbert Humperdinck.
Oh man, love that guy.
I don't think anything will ever beat Carl Ditters von Dittersdorf.
Yeah, it's Carl Ditters
It's fun
von
to do.
Dittersdorf.
And it's Carl with a C, not even with a K.
Wait, I thought it was a K.
No, it's a C.
Ditters von
That's the funniest part. It's not even Ditters von Dittersdorf.
That's really
His name
funny.
is Carl with a C, like Carl Weezer.
He's
from
Carl
Game of
Ditters from the town of Ditters. That's like what it means.
Thrones. Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
Town of Ditters. Where is Ditters?
Germany or Austria or something.
Somewhere.
Also, he's awful.
Yeah,
like
he's
the
also
worst
he's like
composer.
a punching bag of academics. Like whenever you need to like cite a shitty classical composer, it's like, oh, what?
There's a poster to sign. I like totally forgot that I wanted
So
y'all to
boring.
sign it.
It is
You can sign wherever.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sorry if I didn't.
Oh my god, this is my first signing as part of this band.
I'm glad I could be.
I don't have a signature.
That's fine.
Yes, you do, Rob.
Are you gonna just print
How
it
do you
and
sign anything?
I don't know. I just kind of. It's gonna be. I fake it. That's true.
Fake it till you make it.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's fun.
That's.
I like it. It's honestly beautiful.
Yeah, that's fun.
You look famous,
Mine
Rob.
has an L and a T, and that's kind of all you get.
It's like kind of like I do the J and the B, and I just kind of
I
scribble everything
cross
in
the
between.
T's.
Nice.
You can like almost read yours, Jeff.
Yeah.
I was originally gonna get a black
Jeff is pretty
Sharpie, but then background is already black.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the point of
Yeah,
that?
that's nice.
Mine is a lot of loopies.
Hey, I love it. I love it. Thank you so much, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thanks for having us.
Oh, of course. I can't. I really can't wait to hear you play.
Sweet. We
How
can-
many songs we have left?
This one.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
get out there.
If you wanna
We should
go out there.
Yeah, that's
Those are routine.
Guys are on
No.
So when do we play? Now.
How many songs left? 0. -1.
Honestly, they are more talkative than anyone I've ever had on here.
Yeah.
And I've had my friends on here,
Yeah.
but like, they're chill. I love that.
So, I heard that the groundwater
Yeah.
taping was a little bit eventful for some reason. What did something go wrong or like what?
Oh, the Cindy Latin one is the one that went wrong. That was the first time I used that room,
Okay.
and like we were sitting there. Wait, did he tell you about that?
No.
Okay, but because he was here. What's his name again? Ruben. But he was in here. You know, we were doing the normal stuff that we do, and you know, they were ready to play, and they're like, okay, yeah, come and you're ready to go. And I was like, okay, and then they told me to put that up, and there was nothing coming from it, and we're like, So Ruben comes in here. He's like, is it the console? It's the console.
Tenor?
Yes.
Are they supposed to record?
They are going on in like 2 minutes.
After this song.
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course. But yeah.
Should I come with you guys? Yeah, you got it under control.
So he came in here and he's like, maybe it's the console. So he shut everything off. It was like 30 seconds of just dead air. And I was like, Ruben, can I please play something? He's like, no, leave it off for now. He's like, you get anything? I'm like, no. So I was like, okay, guys, we're gonna play another song. But it was because these weren't patched.
Ah,
Yeah, there's a patch bay under here.
amazing.
Nice to know that.
That's good.
Just in case. If you don't see this here and you got people playing.
That's really important.
Yeah, a little bit. Ever so
Yeah.
slightly. So what I try to do is I try to take this camera and I try my best to extend it over here and then like,
Yeah, it'd be nice if they did video, but I don't think there's a video people.
not really,
work
not
on
much
that
anymore.
usually.
And then I just turn the lights down because the glare. Or you're drawing. I don't want to turn your lights down.
No, go ahead.
Okay. But yeah, it's just gonna be a lot nicer. They got a minute left. I'll go in there. All right, cool. How's it going so far? Dude, I have to go to the bathroom so bad.
I wish you didn't say that.
Why?
Because now
We're coming up on performance. So 2? Yeah, look at that. Hey, that actually doesn't look that bad. That looks pretty good, honestly. They have the lights turned down in there so you can actually see it.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, right? Look at that. What do I want to play for them? I'll play the Blues Brothers to introduce them. You at last, be your guide.
106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's
Dark out.
and we're wearing
Sunglasses. Hit it.
You're listening to The Burn, live from A306.
Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Dexter Zile. I'm going to hand the floor off to Voting Yes. It's all you guys. I know, right? Oh, my bad. That's because it's engineered as well.
Tomato Juice, and it can be downloaded on our Bandcamp, which is votingyes.bandcamp.com. It is also available on streaming services, all the ones that you're likely to have. This next song is called Motion Pictures. It will be the opening song on our EP, which will hopefully be released sometime while we're alive. and the engineers for doing their wonderful work, and everyone else who made this possible. I imagine, you know, the tuition-paying students of Berkeley deserve some of the credit for that. This next song was written by our lovely and handsome bassist, Chris. It's called Conditioner. Fun fact, I have never used conditioner on my hair in my life. I don't even know what it does. Rob hasn't either. He doesn't have a mic. But
They're so good. They're just so personable, you know.
replaces the natural oils?
Yes, sir.
That sounds scary. Yeah.
If you do it too much.
Huh. I think we should play the song. Oh, hold on to you for 8 more seconds. Till my hands retract, but you're still beckoning. But I'm not into you, no, I'm not into you. You're just a constant reminder of love costs and blood. Yeah, I'm not into you, no, I'm not into you. Even if I said it'd still be an accident. I won't back down, let's just strip me naked. I won't be one that you hold so sacred. Right now you're staring at a wall, and you can see it all. You let yourself dream up a situation when you can't imagine my contemplation. But it's not ever true, no, it's not ever true. It's just a fancy illusion woven with remnants. You see through, yeah, you see through. Even if you did, it'd still be an accident. Don't hold back down, let's just strip me naked. I won't be one that you hold so sacred. Right now you're staring at a wall, and you can see it all. I won't back down, let's just strip me naked. I won't be one that you hold so sacred. Right now you're staring at a wall, and you can see it all. Yes. That is how it goes. We are voting yes. We're a band, supposedly. We are a band. And you're listening to The Burn. And this next song was also written by our extremely handsome bassist, Chris. It's called Eat Slow, and it goes a little something like this. One, two, three. Eat slow, I'm sending you empathy. You don't seem to like anything. Blow smoke seems like the 1000th time. You know I don't next song is called Name Tag, and it's not in drop D.
It was written by Glenn, our beautifully handsome lead singer and guitar player. He's been flirting with me all night.
Missing all my obvious hints throughout this entire band's life.
I know. I'm sorry.
I think we recently hit our like 1 year band anniversary.
Something like that.
Not that recently. It was like January. But we didn't acknowledge it then, and what better place than now? Bad to the fierce during that one, and he kept going like a champ.
Our hero.
Our hero. Well, it just breaks my little old heart to say this, but this is our last one. Fortunately, it's like really, really long. guitar player Jeffrey wrote the music for this one, and it's in sonata form, which is pretty sick. I don't know if he did that on purpose, but yeah, he didn't. He just said, but you know, sometimes the flowers arrange themselves. the burn, and I imagine you've been lovely out there, even though I have no evidence of that at all.
Oh my gosh, guys, that energy was fantastic. Jeez, I'm just in amazement right now. That was so good. Oh my gosh. That was just that was awesome. Oh my god. That's great.
I'll be back.
They were awesome.
Yeah.
They did really good. Man. And now it's relaxed now. It's chill now.
It's chill now.
The whole vibe of the room is just more chill now. That's always nice. Here we go. Now I got him good. That sounded weird to say that, but I meant it. I said what I said.
You what?
I don't know what I just said. All right, listen. I'm just like, I don't even know what I'm doing. Dude, oh my god! Jump in. Oh my gosh. Summertime clothes is set up. Nice. Oh wait. It's over. It is over. You did amazing.
Oh, thank you.
That sweat is well deserved.
Really good.
Honestly,
Thank
that was awesome.
Yeah.
Is that live?
Damn. Such a unique sound too. I love it.
Oh, good.
I love it so much.
All I do is hit stuff in different.
I mean, hey, you hit them really well.
He hits a lot of drums very
Yeah,
fast.
I do
and
tend to
very
hit a
hard.
lot of them a lot.
We do. We are sweaty boys.
Yeah, no, it was really great.
Oh,
Honestly, I loved it so much.
Very much, dude.
Can't wait till you guys have more out.
Yeah, me too.
Honestly, right?
Me three.
It's good. That was honest. That was awesome. Really, it was.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
I'm so glad I had you on. So glad.
Yeah, it was really fun.
Yeah,
Well, it's
definitely.
So we get to talk now?
Yeah,
In
and
like
then
15 minutes?
yeah, exactly. In like a couple of songs from now, and then you'll get to talk again about whatever you want to.
Sweet.
Star Wars.
Star Wars. I don't
Gotta talk about
know
Beethoven sometime.
if they'll have it, but if you guys want to hear how you play,
Oh, yeah.
I think that
Oh,
they
yeah.
they have it in there. So
That
like,
would
if
be
you want to
sick.
go
That
in
would be
there
awesome, yeah.
and just be like, hey, can you play back like we just played? And I'll let you know when it's talk time.
I love it. It was great.
Love that door. You know, I swear to God, these headphones. Okay. I just got rid of a headache, and now I'm spinning.
Is that a good idea?
Probably not a good idea. No, should probably stop. This is Foxygen. The song America. I figured it'd be the kind of style they played, and it was.
I need to not look at this.
Let me see it.
I know. I can't look at it. Because if I stare at it for too long, then I start to see things in my mind. I feel like I have special.
Yeah, you see it now? You see it. Yeah, you see the problem. It's a color study. You're studying colors? That is almost as dumb as studying music.
Almost as dumb. Not quite as dumb.
Wow, you know what? That makes me very upsetty spaghetti.
Well,
Hey, at least I was gonna say at least mine's tangible. And it's totally not. Music isn't tangible at all. We've only got a little bit left. Stay right here. You don't want to miss it at all because you know why? Do you know why? Because they're going to come back. We're going to talk about Star Wars apparently. Whatever that means. I don't know what Star Wars is and why it's such a big deal. But it is. I mean, if you want to like go away for a little bit and then come back and be my guest. I'm pretty boring on my own.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. That's a lie. I can be so monotone and
I disagree.
annoying.
I would never describe you as monotone in a million years. You were never monotone.
What's after this? Alt-J. In Cold Blood. And then after that, Bombay Busticle. Right? Yeah, I'm probably gonna leave Churches out. Sorry, Churches. I play you too often. What's the song called? Shuffle. I love Animal Collective, honestly. Animal Collective is like amazing. Mainly because they're just so weird and I dig it. I really do. See, originally I was gonna have them play all the way until like the end of the show. But then I realized, you know, being the producer / engineer that I am, that it takes time to tear stuff down. So like when I want my show to be done at 10, I want it to be done at 10. Everything's out. Bands got their shit together. Engineers have everything tore down. And it was like, if I play at like around 8:50, 9 o'clock, then that's like a whole hour, 45 minutes left that they have to tear everything down, which is smart. People are like, why don't you wait until the end? I'm like, well, that's dumb. It's dumb. It's funny talking to like people, but you're also in the room, so like you talk back and it kind of scares me because I feel like I'm alone and I'm talking to no one, and then all of a sudden I hear no you're not, and I'm like, what the oh wait, you can't, you're not visible.
I don't want to be visible.
Now you are.
I don't want to be visible.
Too bad. Too bad. I don't care.
I care.
I don't. The logo's covered. Actually, here, you want me? There we go.
No.
No, you're good. I mean, you're so far in the background anyway. There we go. That's heaven, by the way.
No, I'm talking about.
Oh. Oh yeah, no, they're probably like, who's?
Yeah.
Why is she here?
What is this?
You know what? I bet they don't even care.
It was okay, but like,
There was just this random girl here. See, that's the thing about Animal Collective is like, you think they're done, and then you look at the time and you got 2 minutes left.
I didn't think they were done.
I did.
Well, I guess you just need to train your ears.
Shut up. I got my ears trained quite nicely.
They're the done.
Oh really? Oh really?
Back to ear training.
Okay, musically, like following notes and stuff like that, yeah, I suck. But like hearing effects and stuff, like engineering, like what I'm going into, now that I can do.
I'm not here, I just want to throw
Throw up? What do you do? Why? Why? It looks beautiful.
It's so good. This is my other favorite. You're almost there, but it's just
Alright, I mean, man, you're the artist. I mean, I've
At
played.
that point, there are so many times where I thought, at this point, you just scratch.
I mean, I get it because, like, you know, I'll send you stuff and I'm like, yeah, this is just junk. 1110011 I'm here at 111. Got my summer so my back foot. Poor summertime, my poor summer, miss me. All J is on right now, and then Bombay Bicycle Club. With Shuffle coming up next.
How many more songs here?
Just this one.
But I don't want to walk out.
Say again? Just go. Just go. Just go. If you walk in,
I don't know.
I guarantee you won't hear. You won't be heard because they're very loud.
I don't know where
That's fine.
the spawned it.
Oh, right. You probably don't know where it is.
That's what I just said.
You go outside and you go out that door, right, where the stairs are.
Yeah.
The door that we came in.
Yep, got it.
You're gonna walk outside. You're gonna see an elevator.
Yeah.
From there, you're gonna turn right. You're gonna go down the stairs. You're gonna be in the hallway. Then what you're gonna do is, oh crap, where's the woman's bathroom at? Walk around, cause I don't even know where it is. Go on an adventure. I will always have fun. Cold blood. 011100111 turning zeros and I'm hearing 111. I have fun by myself, you know? Like, this is what it used to be. My show used to be just this. But now I get people on here. I mean, it's whatever. I used to jam out by myself, man. Oh, so the other day, I was talking to a friend of mine, and and we were talking about, like, what sentence could you say over and over and over again without screwing it up? And, like, we tried a bunch of things, like for instance, like, screw it up. Like, if you said that enough, you would eventually screw it up. So, like, screw it up, you know what I mean? So what's the thing that you could say over and over and over again? And then I was like, well, you know, you can obviously have the neutral syllables, like do 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 do, or la, because that's what you sing on. And then it like clicked in my brain, like that's why people sing on those, because there's no possible way to mess it up. Like that. I don't know. That might have been like an obvious thing for most people, but I was just like, huh, that's why it's the way it is. I don't know. Most times I'm just like, oh yeah, there's an obvious thing, and I have no idea what it is. Let's see if I can do this transition well enough. Love Bombay Bicycle Club. I'm gonna tell them this is the last song. Oh, don't fall! How many times have they fallen in this episode? Jeez. It's really loud. I don't know, whatever's going on outside, it's really loud. Oh gosh, what's next? I think I'm just gonna play Get Up. Artist, Mother. Get Up. Nice. Dance and Cry. Q. Probably Typical after that. Oh, that's not a band name. That's the name of the song. Mute Mouth is a band name. And then Typical. There it is. Welcome back.
Hello. Carrying this water bottle around.
Feel that.
Do we wear these now?
You can if you want to. It's just gonna be playing the music. Yeah. I mean, when you get on and it's like, you're talking, the only thing it's gonna have on is the slight background music that I play.
Sure.
Not like it's gonna be very different from what's going on in the room already. So how do you think you guys did?
Pretty good. Pretty
Yeah.
good.
All right. Awesome.
Good.
Good stuff.
Happy with it?
Yeah.
I mean, hell, I thought it was amazing. So
Thank
you
you.
really did
Appreciate
an
it.
amazing job.
Thank you.
Yeah. Got a lot of such a unique voice, honestly. It's like a Smashing Pumpkins vibe, and it's like, because my dad's like always been into them, so I've always
No, I
heard them.
totally see where you get.
Right? Yeah. Just not as nasally. He's a very
And
nasally
like,
singer.
like more technically correct.
Right. Yeah. Am I clipping? No, I'm not. Good. But yeah. You guys got any other performances coming up?
Yeah, we're playing like with some band in like an ensemble.
Oh
room.
yeah.
Just,
420,
like,
yeah.
hit us up and they're like, "Hey, you want to do this with us?" And it's like ensemble.
Wait, is it an ensemble room show?
Yeah.
Oh, I did one of those.
Oh, those are great.
I
Yeah.
very fun.
Yeah. And then we have we're gonna have some show, I think in like early summer. I don't know the exact. It was like July or something. The Hay Surfer guy.
Oh right. Oh.
There was like 4 dates, and we were like, we could do any of them.
Yeah,
So we're just waiting
so-
to hear which one they
yeah.
like pick for us.
Where was that? Did they say?
Yeah, don't be afraid to plug yourself. Like
Word.
that's like the whole point of this. So.
Oh, cool. Yeah, I don't know. I don't think he might have said. I don't remember. That's not like set in stone yet, though. Yeah, hopefully we'll be like playing around this summer.
Yeah, definitely. Shut up. I grow up. Look at you, I throw up.
And then your mother goes around the corner and she licks it.
That's not true. Hello, everybody. I'm your host, Dexter Zio, and you are not, and I'm here with my guest artist voting yes, who just got done with an amazing performance.
Thank you.
Really
so much.
awesome job, guys. Like, I was just sitting in here the whole time, especially, what was the last song called?
Purple.
Oh, man, I was jamming the whole time.
Oh, awesome.
Like that was so well, like, composed and arranged, and the energy that you guys had, phenomenal.
Thank you so
Thank
much.
you.
They really all were like that. It's just like, that was the last one, so like, I remember everything.
Recency bias,
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, last interview and a little bit of when you guys were sitting in here, you were talking a lot about Star Wars.
We were.
So like, what? Please,
I just.
what is it
Yeah,
about
so
Star
really
Wars?
we just kind of ripped most of these tunes from John Williams.
These are all film scores.
Well, I just think it's really dumb that they're obviously like people weren't happy with The Last Jedi. A bunch of loud people on the internet. They didn't have enough Star Wars stuff, so it's like, oh, Star Wars stuff, Palpatine. Let's have Palpatine. It's called the next movie. Let's put Skywalker in the title, so they know there's going to be characters they recognize.
Right.
Last Jedi is great, by the way.
Yeah, Last Jedi.
I thought it was.
Yeah,
really
It's maybe
So many people
my
hate it.
next to Empire, my favorite.
Yeah, I agree.
Really?
I think it's the second best Star
I will
Wars
die
movie.
on this hill. I don't. I've just. The time since that came out has been like a holy war.
Yeah, no, definitely.
I really just can't hide my feelings anymore.
I really enjoyed The Last Jedi.
Yeah.
Visually, it was stunning.
Amazing. There's people who are like. There's people who say the prequels are like way better. It's like,
What?
I think you should watch the prequels again.
Yeah, right?
Yeah, I
And
feel
it's
like
also like far better than Return of the Jedi. Return of the Jedi is really not that
Yeah.
good a movie.
Oh, it's
Like,
also better than New Hope.
yeah.
Yeah.
I'm on the fence on that, but it's, top 3.
Yeah, I'm sure there's a nostalgia factor that goes into it too.
I mean, yeah.
New Hope was like the first one. You gotta give it credit, but
the thing that started it all.
I mean, if you're looking objectively at like the performances. And they're
always cheesy.
Oh boy. A little
Carrie
dicey.
Fisher's mysterious accent.
It's an average movie, in my opinion.
Right.
Now all our listenership is just the favor that we just carried through that performance.
We've officially divided our fan base.
If you want to see a good movie, watch Freddy Got Fingered, the Tom Green movie.
What?
That is the funniest comedy that has ever
Rob's
been
favorite.
released.
Fun fact about Rob number 1: his favorite movie is 2001: A Space Odyssey.
Yes.
Fun
Okay,
fact
not bad.
about Rob number 2: his second favorite movie is Freddy Got Fingered.
That's 100% true.
What is that? I've
It's
never heard of
what's his
that.
name?
Tom Green.
Tom
You know
Green
Tom
movie?
Green?
I don't.
It's like a 90s gross out comedy.
Oh, okay.
It's from the early 2000s.
Oh, really?
Yeah. But
But it's in the style of a
Tom
90s
Green
gross
is
out
kind of like
comedy.
the predecessor to Eric Andre.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like, he sort of
true.
like set the precedent for that sort of thing. Just like going around and
Berkeley,
harassing
hello,
people.
America.
I still love that he went here. Jeez.
Oh, man.
Yeah, and they gave Tom Green, I think it was $1 million for his own feature film, and basically he thought that was like a joke in and of itself, so you should watch the movie and then you'll see how it is, but basically not only is it very funny and completely absurd in and of itself, but he's also just making fun of like the movie industry as a whole, and like poking fun at the fact that they would give him, of all people, like $1 million to make a movie.
$1 million that could have been used for so many constructive things in the world.
And they weren't. It was Freddy Got Fingered.
Has to go to him.
That's a good favorite movie. That's.
Well, it's my second favorite.
Oh, sorry, second favorite.
Yeah, seriously.
Sorry.
Under 2001.
Yeah.
Wow, what a shift in genre that is.
That's a good way to describe Rob in general.
Not a big shift in quality,
I think
though.
if you're going to sum up Rob's personality, like in a nutshell, if you had to describe Rob in 2 movies, it definitely would be Space Odyssey and Freddy Got Fingered.
Everything you need to know about Rob from that.
I wouldn't argue against that. I would argue for that.
That's honestly that's amazing. Like, what a dynamic, what a contradiction, yet glorious and just astounding way to describe a person.
We call him a phenomenon.
Right, exactly.
He's the phenomenon.
The greatest quote about me, in my opinion, was my friend Cam Field from home said, "God spilled a person."
That's great. I love that.
Yeah. Although I will say, The Last Jedi had some structural issues. Nobody's denying that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I
agree.
didn't think Canto Bight was bad. It's just that the rest of the movie is like you're cutting back and forth between so many things, and then Canto Bight, there's no cuts. It's just all straight through, and it feels really long, even though it's literally only 11 minutes.
It's only 11 minutes.
Only 11 minutes.
You're ruining the movie. It's awful.
Because it has like its own self-contained arc. That's
Yeah,
probably
it
why
does.
feels
Right.
I think that's a good thing.
Yeah, but it's
I
it's like a fractal form. It's like John Cage's music.
First construction in metal.
Yeah, that's a good piece.
It is
You
a
guys
good
should
piece.
listen to that.
Found percussion.
John Cage is not 433. That's a very important announcement that I would like to
433
make.
is also a good piece, though.
Yeah, well, that's a whole nother thing. I would actually probably agree with that, but John Cage is not just 433.
Yeah, he's not. He was like a great composer.
Yeah.
We're gonna go back on a classical rant.
We don't have to
We
do
can.
that.
They could.
So before you guys head out, or I don't know, whatever, and maybe you're just gonna stay here. I don't know what you're gonna do.
We'll live here.
You live here now. That's fine. That's fine. I mean, it's a comfortable enough studio. They got new chairs, so that's good.
These chairs are quite comfortable.
They are very
I hated those chairs. Those chairs, maybe sitting on them.
leans back really far.
Right, maybe sitting on them for a little bit, yeah, that's fine. But like when I had to sit on them for now, what is it, year and a half that I've sat on those chairs. These ones are so much
Did you
better.
try getting up?
You know?
Whoa.
No.
Now that you mention it.
I'm so glad he said that on there. I'm so glad he said that on there.
But before you all go, like, do you have any future goals? What are you doing in the future? Do you have anything you want to release? Plug your stuff. Just
Well-
my show is an outlet. You are a plug.
We appreciate that.
Yeah, well, I mean, first and foremost, like, you can find us on social media at, like, I think it's Facebook. I think on everything it's Voting Yes Music. It's
Yes.
at facebook.com/Voting Yes Music is the URL of our page. Instagram is Voting Yes Music. I think that's our only social medias.
Yeah, for now, yeah.
Yeah, for now.
I
And
mean,
then-
we have like SoundCloud and
Oh,
stuff
yeah,
like
it's also
that,
Voting Yes
which
Music.
is also Voting Yes Music.
Right.
Yep. And then our music is on just votingyes.bandcamp.com. We got lucky, we snagged it. We didn't need to know Voting Yes Mad or Voting Yes Band. or any of
Nice.
that. And you should download our single, even though it's free. We won't really, get anything out of it, but you'll get to listen to it, and that's all we need.
Hey,
Yeah, we'll get exposure.
Exactly.
We'll
get
exactly.
We'll get more fans, hopefully.
I mean,
if
there's
you
name
like
your
it.
price. You can give us money. We won't refuse it.
If you really
it
want.
is not compulsory.
Right.
Our music's also on the Spotify and the Apple Music and the Tidal and the
Streaming services that are major.
yes.
Right.
We hope to have our EP out on said Bandcamp and said streaming services. Like, I'd really like it to be this summer.
No, oh my god. If it's not this summer, I don't know what I'm gonna do.
I hope we don't have to find out.
Oh, it's April, so.
it's April. You got a couple months.
Yeah, no. It will definitely
June
be done.
21st.
Tomorrow.
It will be done tomorrow. No, but it's getting done. Good progress is being made. We're kind of in a strange in between of overdubs and mixing at the same time.
Nice.
Because we're sharpening guitar parts so that
Okay.
they're flawless.
They were a little flat, so.
They're a little flat.
Chris is also a production guy.
Yeah.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, I do that.
Nice.
Yes.
But yeah, that should be out as soon as I possibly can make it go.
Awesome.
And we are going to have some shows in the near future. I don't think that there's any dates or locations set in stone right now.
We will keep you updated on social media.
There are
Yeah, we
things in
will
the pipeline.
post.
So
We will
follow
post.
our social medias if you'd like to be apprised of our comings and goings. And
Also, we're not famous or even like as individuals popular, so you can just message us
we're
like
very approachable.
individually.
We
Kind of
don't
losers.
lie.
Our messages are not blowing up. You
Our DMs are not exploding.
It would make me really happy if I would receive a message.
Rob wants you to talk to him.
That needs a friend.
But
find Rob
we
a
do
friend.
have a show next weekend.
Yeah, it's
Right?
on April 20th.
Yeah,
In like
in an ensemble room at
some
Berkeley.
ensemble room. I think you have to DM. I think it's Fail Secure is the band.
Yeah, I think so.
Exclusive.
And you have to like DM them on the gram. for
Oh,
the
man.
dates. It's very exclusive.
Yeah.
But, you'll probably just hear it echoing through the hallways of 150.
Right, of course.
We are
of course.
very
We're
loud.
a loud band.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
follow
That's
your
my fault.
ears on April 20th, and they will lead you to voting yes.
Nice. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Well, you don't want to leave. We got music coming up. I hope. Wouldn't that be weird? Just John Cage.
Yeah, we can
433.
play another song.
Just
I like to
straight.
request 433.
I'll play 433 on air.
Yeah.
33 right now, guys.
Ready and go. Beautiful.
Wow, that was you took it a little too fast.
I'm sorry. I like to speed things up. What can I say?
He was a really fast conductor.
We forgot to open and close the piano,
Like
guys.
Burt Wangler, maybe.
I feel like Fred Von Wangler was slow.
Is he slow?
His Beethovens are like pretty
He was like the opposite of Saliba Dash.
Yeah. I feel like Blue was pretty.
You know,
Yeah,
by
he was a
accident,
little bit of a brisky boy.
by accident, I pressed the one thing on here that says "May the Force be with you,"
Oh
and it
my
just
God.
it worked.
That's
Look at that.
I'm glad I got to give my Last Jedi spiel.
Yes, me too. Honestly, because I've met so many people who were like, "Nah, it was shit," and I was like, "But I liked
Dude,
it."
I've converted people. I literally,
Really?
I didn't think it was possible, but I've accomplished it a couple times.
all right. Good. I'm glad because I liked it.
It can be done. It can be done.
Well, is that it?
Yeah.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's an ending thing where you guys just say bye.
Oh,
So,
cool. So
just-
we're
Out of 10 or?
Just chill. Yeah.
We're chilling.
Let's like break down our equipment, I guess.
Yeah,
a good idea.
that's a good thing to do.
Okay.
I'll let you know whenever you gotta come back in though.
Sure.
Is that a famous drawing? Not your version, but is there a famous variant of that? It looks familiar to me, but I
I
think
mean, a lot of people
But that picture. Okay. Well, maybe I'm having like deja vu and it's destined to be famous.
You got dreams. How was your observing? Damn.
Good.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that was more of like
Just.
assisted, like setting up. Shit.
Oh right,
Yeah.
right. Yeah, I interned at a studio over this past summer.
That's exciting.
It is, and hopefully this upcoming summer I will have another wonderful studio internship. But yeah, that's about, or at least what I've heard from other people, that's about all it's gonna be for a couple years after we get out of here, which sucks.
Well, that's not entirely true.
Yeah, no, exactly. That's what I've heard. Then again, that was also from like older teachers and stuff.
You can do it.
Whereas, like, you know, this whole thing was like
I
not
know people
known.
getting jobs,
Right.
in the summers between.
Yeah,
Like
but
right
like,
now.
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I mean, I've done that kind of stuff too. It's great. What was at the end of the summer? He was like, "Hey, you want to engineer and produce a band?" I was like, "Yes, I do."
Yeah.
And so that was like before I was even in the major. So like he was like, "All right, here's how you do this and this and this," and then we eventually got to like patching and stuff and like audio tech, and then everyone was like, "Oh my god, I don't know how to patch." But meanwhile, like that's all my board did because it wasn't normal at all. So you had to patch everything,
Oh, cool.
and so I was like, okay, this is easy. They're like, what? How do you know this? I'm like, whole summer of experience. But yeah. Is this one up, ready to go? Yes, it is. Northern Faces, right? Yeah, Faces. With the song Messing With Me. Nice. Fingers crossed.
It's fun.
I'm gonna want to take a picture of it. That's okay.
That's why I keep her around. She just doodles.
That's it? That's all I do?
That's what I call them. Just they're doodles. They're not even pieces.
You just, you keep playing with your wiggly air. And
Yeah.
I'll keep,
It's funny. There's a couple people that I was saying, like, you know, she does a lot of artwork and stuff, and then like, what does she do, like drawing or painting? And I was like, yeah, I mean, that was before you were into architecture. And I was like, yeah, you know, she does that stuff, and she might want to do that for a living. And they're like, ha, these are musicians, by the way. And they're like, ha, what an idiot, focusing on, you know, colors. I'm like, dude, you focus on air. Like, yeah, trying to make it sound good, but like, if you really break it down like that, you're doing something that's according to like normal people not cool, and like no one can get paid in that. The normies. Why'd they shut the lights off?
no, maybe they need to set a certain ambiance before they
I guess so. That's like kind of weird. Typically the lights are never off. But whatever, that's fine. But yeah, I was like, why are you making fun of them?
Yeah, totally.
Don't like diss other arts. Come on.
Yeah, we
That's
kind
not
of got to
cool.
band together a little bit.
Exactly. You know, the artists gotta stick together, just like the scientists and the, I don't know, law people.
Law people?
Those are the only three fields.
Yeah, that's it.
Science.
That's it. That's it. Math people. I guess there's science people. Yeah, there's math people. I'd say so. Engineers.
I
Yeah.
don't know. I'm really worried about this.
Yeah. I mean,
Fields.
I think, you know, it depends on like, I like that, you know, every field can have a mixture of other things in it too. Like, you know, I'm more technical with the stuff that I do, so I'm glad that engineering exists. And, you know, you have these amazing musicians who could compose the best sounding stuff, and then they want to record it and they just sound horrible. And you're like, all right, let me help you out with that. Yeah, so it's like, it's honestly just as much of an art to record it with how much different stuff that you can do to it. Oh my gosh, it's amazing. It's like I knew that the world was that diverse, but then you get here and you're like, oh my god, I know nothing. What's after a mute mouth? Really? I had Sticks and Stones already? I could probably play Churches then. Maybe.
Churches again.
I didn't play them before.
Last week.
Well, you know, I can just end it. I'm fine with that. Jonesy. Love Jonesy. Love Icelandic music. It's Iceland, right? Yeah. Scandinavian music is what I should say. It's like Bjork and stuff. Love that stuff.
So, like, these people,
Yeah.
there's like that guest thing. So you have to get all of their names. Or like, how does that work?
Oh, like when you fill out the form?
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean, it's technically preferred if you get all their names. I always put it just so that Zane doesn't like hate me, because Zane hates me, especially because, you know, all this planning, a lot of people cancel and I got to get people last minute. She hates that. She's like, well, you said that you were going to have them on here. And I was like, but they cancel on me. I can't. I don't have control over that, you know?
Yeah.
But, no, you just basically say what instruments that they have so that they know what to mic. Because, like, they set that up way before...
Yeah, I mean at 5 p.m.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was here.
Yeah, exactly. So they set that up way before I'm even here. So like that's why they need to know that. But like I don't think you really need to specify like first and last name. Just like, you know, first name, this is what they're gonna play. This is why they're here.
Right.
Just as long as they know why they're there, you know. So yeah, it's not that strict. It can be, but it's not. But yeah. I forget how this one starts. Knowing how to use cues is also a really good thing. Just so you know how things start. So like, for instance, like if I want to use, we'll do this, and I see that, and I'm like, oh shit, I don't know how that one starts. How am I gonna mix it in? You can just press Q. And then when you press this, it'll only play through your headphones.
That's cool.
Unless, if you turn the fader up, then it's going to play normally. But, so I can, like, hear what's going on with that. That's also how I was able to hear them, because I just pressed Q on this, and I was able to hear them. Mm-hmm. So, cues is one of the things that the trainers will really go over. And
they're really useful.
Oh, so useful. Because, like, if you want to mix stuff, if it doesn't start where you want it to start, like, maybe I didn't want this whole intro, I could move it to like there, and I'm like, oh, is that right? And you could just, you know, put on your headphones, turn on the cue, and that starts right on it, and I know that now, so I can just move it around. I mean, there's a
probably a way to make it stick.
Yeah, there's a way to make it stick. I don't know Tractor that well, but Tractor's actually really cool because you can like loop stuff. I don't know how.
Interesting.
Like my friend the one who did all like the really cool stuff on Electric Odyssey, he was like showing me. He was in here because he was doing the same thing. He was observing, and I was like, okay, so like, you know, Tractor does all this and this, and I was showing another person who was observing, and so he comes over and he's like, oh yeah, look at what I can do. He opens up all these things that I never knew it could do. I was like, oh my god. He's like, yeah, no, you can loop 4 bars, just continuous loop, because Tractor like knows where the beats are. And I'm like, but do you trust that? And he's like, oh yeah, this stuff can even get 7/8, 11/8, like it can feel. I'm like, oh my gosh,
that's amazing.
It really is.
Oh my god.
So like, I don't know, maybe some YouTube videos on how Tractor works, because there's some really cool stuff you can do with it that I won't utilize. But I mean, hey, if your bluegrass music wants to repeat 16 measures, you know, you'll know how to do it.
Yeah.
So it's always good to know the technology.
It's good to know things.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Master the computer, not the computer master you.
Exactly, like what Chad always says.
Yeah, come on, Chad. You guys like stuff?
Every time he tries doing something and it doesn't work, he's like, oh, sup guys? I know what I'm doing. Yeah. Love Chad.
Yeah,
he's great. He really is.
Love that man.
I'm taking him for Audio Tech too.
Yeah?
Yeah. Is that
I forget who I'm taking away.
There's that hybrid thing too.
Yeah, I'm taking that too.
That one's nice.
You got a tag.
Oh,
It's a new chair.
that's right. That's right. Oh, I've been wanting to get a class with Prince Charles. He's so cool.
He's the one that did my interview.
Really?
Yeah, back a year ago.
What stuff? I got Susan.
Do what?
I got Susan.
Susan, yeah.
Susan Rogers. Love her so much. She was I originally had like no music in my thing because I forgot to attach my stuff. And I was like, yeah, like, I forgot to attach my music and I don't know if, like, how do I add that? And she's like, oh, well, I mean, I don't really judge the interviews based off of the music because, like, if you can make good tracks, why would you be in the major? I was like, hey, good point. And so I did not send anything. And I got in without submitting anything.
Interesting.
Yeah, she even said, like, it did that. Cool. I didn't expect it to, but awesome. This works. But, she was like, yeah, if you don't get in with, not submitting anything and, like, all the experience that you've done and all the things that you wrote with your essay, like, it's not like the music is a deciding factor for us. It's just like, oh, maybe if... I think she told me that they actually, most of the time, they never even listen to it. So people upload stuff and they're like, okay, we're just looking at your essays and stuff.
Wow.
So, I mean, yeah, most of the times when kids are like, oh my gosh, I'm just doing this for my submission for my MP&E thing, I'm like, don't worry about it. Focus on the essays. Do that. You're going to make music later.
Yeah.
I'm going to tell them what the last one. We're almost, you got like 2.5 minutes.
Oh, do we have to like get out?
No, just come to say bye. You guys.
Oh, we gotta say bye.
Yeah, just take your time.
You guys,
this place is open
keep
all the
broadcasting
time.
after that.
Yeah. What?
And you're gonna keep broadcasting.
No. Well, it'll keep broadcasting.
Enter the room, right?
But I won't be live.
Oh, who will be?
No one. I'm the last live person.
Okay.
Yeah.
Will this door be closed?
Take over.
No.
Like, can we? Because we're just talking about gear movement.
Yeah,
and
we have some complicated logistics to work out right now.
That's okay. Yeah.
We might. Is it possible for one of us to like stay here and just like with some of the stuff and then?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Definitely.
All right, so it's fine.
Yeah. No, it's fine. No, you don't need to be out. Believe me, it's okay.
Yeah, I almost forgot.
Remember sticker boys. Forgot this. Lenny.
Hey, ask for a yellow one.
Do you want a yellow one?
Oh, yeah.
I can get you a yellow one.
I did ask for
There used to be red and blue, and then
Really? There used to be blue?
yeah,
I like
and then
blue.
everyone took all those colors.
Everyone loves blue.
So now we have
blue, kinda.
white and
I'm wearing like entirely blue. Like, I'm in like a blue outfit. Blue ensemble.
I feel like it's
I'm glad you like it.
like my entire wardrobe is like red, brown, blue, black.
Yeah. That's kind of, yeah, mine is just like that plus green, basically.
I have like
I don't have that much red. I have like a couple of red shoes. Angels wanna wear my red shoes. Red shoes.
I have about this, and then I have red shoes. I don't have any red shirts, but I do have.
Do you tuck?
Really?
Do I what?
Are you tucked?
Yeah,
Do you always tuck?
most of the time.
I always tuck.
I think it looks better. You can see the belt.
I know. I love it.
I like
he has a jacket up.
Sometimes I walk around like that.
What's wrong with that?
There's nothing wrong with that. That looks beautiful.
That's all he ever wears.
I mean, hey, that's a style, and it's your style.
Yeah, it is. People recognize me from the tuck. That's true. Longer distance than the face or the smell.
Hey, there's that kid with the tuck shirt. Yep, that's him. The ending to the song just goes on.
What song?
Sticks and Stones. From the end of How to Train Your Dragon.
I've never seen that movie.
Yeah, me either.
It's a good one. I love that movie so much. It's a good kids movie. Like one that like an adult could watch and be like, yeah, I like this movie. I mean,
I like Fantasia.
Fantasia's awesome.
That's a good kids movie.
That's amazing. I grew up only watching Fantasia for like a year.
Yeah, it's a good thing to start your music career on there.
No, I know. I loved it every time I watched it.
The longest fade out in history. It goes on for 16 seconds after that.
Well, it has been fun. The show must be terminated. Instant show termination. 5,
I was originally gonna write some other thing to play at the end, and then I did like most of this stuff over winter break, and then all of a sudden I was like, nah, it's too much work.
Do they still call that voice Microsoft Sam, or is that outdated now?
I think it is. Well, it has been a fun one. Thank you so much for playing, guys. You were amazing, and I really hope you do good in the future. If you want to plug anything really fast, I'd do it now.
VotingYes.bandcamp.com. Hit it up.
Voting Yes Music, Instagram, and Facebook.
Awesome. Awesome stuff. Stuff will be up on YouTube later. So listen there, and have a good weekend.
Shumon 4.
Yeah, Shumon 4, that's a good piece.
All right, guys. You are officially done.
Thank you.
Thank you so much for coming with me. Being on this journey.
Like, is that a band? Schumann. The Schumann.
You know that joke from Seinfeld?
You don't know Robert Schumann, the composer? Oh, Schumann.
Go home.
I love that Jerry says that like judgmentally, as if he like any lame person.
You don't know Robert Schumann, the composer? Oh, Schumann.
All right.
I think it was an A.
Funny thing is that actually did happen.
Yeah.
It was because he was schizophrenic, though. Like, it's not actually funny. All right, so
It's not funny.
let's figure out.
Jumped in the river.
Figure out.
Au revoir.
Yeah, right